This, my friends, we've been doing the top 25 type of things. Well, Sports Illustrated came out with something very interesting in college, Mike. We've done the top 25 teams and quarterbacks and all of that. How about I give you the top 25 college football scandals of the past 25 years?
Oh, dear. Okay. I feel like this is a setup, but go ahead.
Now, would you guys like to guess any, or we can just go in order, and I'll start at 25.
Yeah, Michigan.
That's on the list. That is on the list.
I give you three. Tennessee, Michigan, and then North Carolina with their no-show classes.
Yes, yes, and yes.
All right, I'm listening. Go ahead.
Let's start at number 25. This is something where we made a lot of fun of, Mike. The Jaden Rashada recruitment.
Explain to the people.
Basically, before Nico Iamaleava, there was Jaden Rashada, who started off. He's been in nearly every program in the country since his 2022 recruitment. He started off as Miami Hurricane, but then he flipped to the rival Florida Gators that December after signing an NIL deal with the Gators Collective that reportedly ran north of $13 million for 4 years. The NCAA started poking around and was close to bringing a case before a lawsuit paused the enforcement of the early NIL rules. Still, Rashada asked to leave the Gators. He spent 2 seasons in Arizona State before making his way to Georgia. He transferred again to Sacramento State.
Yeah, I was going to say, bottom line, kid's probably just not that good, and now Sacramento State has about $50 million to spend. They're trying to go D1. I think this kid's nothing more than a bag chaser.
Yeah.
So, yeah, good luck.
24 is the Iowa players versus their strength and conditioning coach.
Oh, and they all had kidney failure or whatever it was, right? I remember this.
Yes. They all had...
they did. They all were dying.
Yeah, it was a rare condition where muscles break down and release protein into the blood. Yes.
I don't know that this qualifies as a scandal, though, does it?
He was kept around.
Oh.
Yeah. Despite the lawsuit, strength coach Chris Doyle was kept around and went on to become one of the highest paid off-field coaches in the country. So, yes.
Noted.
23, Tennessee fans revolt over the supposed hiring of Greg Schiano. In 2017, Tennessee was looking for a new head coach. The then athletic director, John Curry, started to closing in on Ohio State defensive coordinator Greg Schiano, and at one point even signing a kind of a deal with the coach. Fans were upset, and they revolted against them, and they came out with all types of stuff saying that Schiano was there and had to do with Penn State during the whole Sandusky thing at State College. The school backed off, and they had to
They didn't hire him.
Yeah,
they
did
not
not hire them.
Revolt.
Yes.
Cost the school who they wanted to hire.
Yes.
And didn't they end up with Jeremy Pruitt instead?
Yes.
How'd that go? McDonald's bags.
Wait.
There's more.
22, Michigan scandal number 1.
This is Burgergate? COVIDgate? Got it.
Cheeseburger violations. Yes, this is the J.J. McCarthy.
Illegal recruitment.
During COVID, they just happened to meet up, apparently for breakfast, but he ordered cheeseburgers for the meal.
What are you doing here? I don't know. What are you doing here?
Well, are you not going to Columbus, Ohio? No, Coach, I'm having cheeseburgers with you. 21. We just saw this play out as Nico Iamaleava, the sign and trade with UCLA, where basically they swapped quarterbacks. It was like it was the pros. Nico went in, he wanted a lot of money. Tennessee said no. He ends up going to UCLA. The UCLA quarterback then leaves, Joey Aguilar, and winds up in Tennessee.
Wasn't Aguilar the quarterback at James Madison? I feel like this kid's been everywhere.
He may have been.
I'm not joking.
No, he Mike, I will never doubt you on anything. At number 20, Pat Fitzgerald was ousted.
This shocked me.
Yeah. Northwestern was a month away from opening camp in 2023 when longtime head coach was initially suspended for 2 weeks after the university reported hazing and potentially sexual assault going on in the team locker room that apparently had been going on since Fitzgerald was a player there. In the end, he got fired. And of all the people, it's just like, really?
I was shocked.
Yeah. 19. Phil Fulmer This one's weird, but Mike, you remember everything. But it was Phil Fulmer, and it was a guy named Albert Means. He was a highly touted recruit from Memphis. He initially signed with Alabama.
Wasn't he a D tackle?
Yes, and then supposedly Alabama, this was before NIL gave him $150,000 to attend the school. Then Tennessee head coach Fulmer had reportedly detailed the scheme to the NCAA investigators who brought a case against Bama. And then all of a sudden, the NCAA case comes up and Fulmer elects not to even show up for media day in 2024 because he didn't want to have to face the music. So, and he was just like, no, Tennessee came out and said, no, he was fine. He just had something else to come up rather than just saying he didn't want to face the media because he blew the whistle.
You know what's weird?
Bama.
All of this cheating, none of it's on field. I wonder if there's ever been an on-field one.
How about 18? Jeremy Pruitt's fast food payout.
This was money in bags. There's your story.
This was the story that we've all been hearing about. But basically, it was initially believed that McDonald's bags, but it was later confirmed by the coach to be Chick-fil-A bags.
Oh, big difference.
Right. Was several hundreds of dollars to recruits and his mother in fast food bags. Yes, they investigated the matter, but that was Jeremy Pruitt in Tennessee and the fast food bags. And technically, not McDonald's.
No.
But, yeah.
Same concept.
17, Auburn, it's called Jetgate. Basically, it was this. Tommy Tuberville was in charge of the Auburn Tigers, but some wanted to replace him with a friend of yours, Mike Bobby Petrino. They had secret meetings and arranged for a few Auburn folks to fly on a private jet to meet with Petrino. In fact, it eventually got out and made everybody look bad. The athletic director was eventually fired while Tuberville remained and later led the team to an undefeated season. So they tried to work behind his back. He found out, and it all blew up in their face. 16.
That is pure Auburn. People up here don't realize, of all the SEC programs, of all the crazy boosters, no school has more booster drama. Mm-hmm. It would be A&M and Auburn. Auburn is an absolute zoo. Mm-hmm. It's chaos.
Well, here's some funny ones. We just combined them. 16 is Mike Price and George O'Leary blow dream jobs.
That wasn't all. The tide is rolling.
Yeah.
Mike Price decided he was going to have a good time with the hooker. Congrats, you're not Alabama's coach anymore.
Yeah.
George O'Leary lied on his resume, which, honestly, who cares? You hired George O'Leary for the work he did at Georgia Tech.
Right, but you're going to Notre Dame, and I guess Notre Dame didn't want the stain. So, yeah. At number 15 is called WikiLeaks. And they said this would have been a bigger deal if it involved one of this would not have been a big deal if it involved a smaller program, but it was Wake Forest. Nevertheless, former Demon Deacon QB turned radio analyst Todd Elrod had access to inside information about the team and their plays and apparently leaked it to all the several opponents dating back to 2014.
Good God.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
This was to what end? For betting or just for funsies?
Just
because.
For funsies?
Yeah. He was reportedly a coach on the staff when the school, but reportedly was out for revenge against Dave Clawson's program after not being retained.
Okay.
There it is. Revenge. All right.
All right. So look, save the back half of these, and let's do a part 2 later. I like this.
Okay.
This is good. 97.1.